Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In her pre-wedding request to Steffy, Hope asks for this favor. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that Hope Logan might have a pre-wedding request for Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Let's think about a question Hope might ask as her big day approaches because she might need a favor before her wedding to Liam Spencer. Hope and Steffy were formerly bitter rivals, but they are no longer at odds. When Steffy and Hope believed Liam was dying from a brain tumor, it was a significant turning point in their relationship, and they now recognize the value of family and unity. Showed that Liam's dire diagnosis was unfounded. Although Grace Buckingham's actions were abhorrent, at least Liam and Hope realize they still want a future together. Steffy congratulated Hope on her engagement to Liam after returning from her holiday. After all the drama surrounding the last love triangle, it's good to see that Steffy is in favor of Hope and Liam getting back together. Will Hope ask Steffy to be her maid of honor as she needs someone to defend her during her impending nuptials? Given that Hope was Steffy's matron of honor when she wed John Finnegan, it would make sense. There is no better way to demonstrate that Hope and Steffy have genuinely moved over their conflict. Since Steffy and Liam are still close friends and co-parents of Kelly Spencer, Liam will always hold a particular place in his heart for her. If Hope invited Steffy to the formal wedding celebration, you can guarantee Liam would be overjoyed. When it comes to Liam and Hope's wedding arrangements, Beth Spencer is in charge, but we are confident that she would accept Steffy as Hope's choice for matron of honor. Kelly might be a bridesmaid and play a significant role in the festivities. As Hope and Liam's unorthodox officiant, Beth would undoubtedly be thrilled if Steffy and Kelly were also important participants in the wedding. In any event, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Hope and Liam will make more wedding-related choices in the next episodes. So keep checking back for updates as their nuptials draw near. The murderer of Luna emerges from hiding. Luna Nozawa, or her death, reappeared just as Elektra Forrester was beginning to believe that Luna was no longer in her life. After receiving an enigmatic text about Luna's death and the identity of her killer, Elektra is in a panic. Why would Elektra be the target of this? As things worsen, Elektra is in the design office when she receives a second text with a similar message. She is unsure of where to turn and questions whether she is in danger. All Elektra wants to do is enjoy her perfect beach life with Will Spencer, but something constantly seems to get in their way, and it always appears to be related to Luna. Even from the grave, she is unable to leave Elektra alone. Dylan, the preschool art teacher who Luna confined in a closet during a mass firefight, pays Elektra an unexpected visit before she has a chance to consider it. As anxious as ever, Dylan sits Elektra down and tells her that she must disclose the truth. Will Dylan acknowledge that she is the one who ran Luna down with her car and has been sending the texts? If so, did Dylan know that Luna would be there at that very moment to kill the young woman who had stalked her young classmates and held her at gunpoint the previous summer? Or was it an accident? And why does she decide to be honest with Elektra? When Elektra would pick up Hayes Finnegan from art class and babysit him, did they grow that close? Is Dylan alone in his friendships? Since Dylan permanently eliminated Luna from their lives, will Elektra view her as a hero? Or is there more to this tale than meets the eye? Maybe Dylan isn't who she appears to be. Katie is thankful, Dylan confesses, and the text mystery. This is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. An unknown texter poses as Luna Nozawa's killer in today's episode. Dylan confesses. Katie Logan is also appreciative of her sister's help. Donna Logan Forrester tells her sister that she can always rely on her at Forrester Creations. Lately, Katie has been overburdened, particularly after Luna broke out of jail. They discuss how Will Spencer is managing things. As well as one could anticipate, according to Katie. Rich Forrester is no longer interested in discussing the deceased girl. Will has Elektra Forrester, which Katie is grateful for. Will and Elektra at a different office are curious about the identity of the texter. The young man believes they ought to remove the text and move on. Elektra considers calling the cops. Will informs her that it was declared an accident. In any case, the young man thinks it's probably a joke. Dylan arrives as Elektra starts working. They haven't seen one another in a long time. She brought coffee, but Dylan was unable to reply. Luna is mentioned by Elektra. The art instructor expresses regret about letting Miss Sunshine in. She lowered her defenses. She is reassured by Elektra that she has nothing to apologize for. Dylan recalls locking Luna in the closet with the gun. Dylan claims that she anticipated becoming friends with Elektra. Something else has happened and she needs someone to talk to. Dylan believes she cannot discuss this matter with Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Jacqueline McInnes would. After ranting for a while, Dylan admits that she struck Luna with her car. According to Dylan, the cops are aware. Dylan is upset about killing someone even if it was Luna. Will arrives at work. He is reminded by Rich that he has time off. Will simply wants to put the past behind him and concentrate on the future. Donna and Brooke Logan Forrester converse after Will and Katie depart. Katie advises Will to take a break in the showroom. He would like to be at work. Will shifts the topic to Bill Spencer and Katie. After responding, Katie inquires about Will and Elektra. Will acknowledges that she received an odd text message today. According to Will, the message stated that Luna was killed. Brooke, meanwhile, expresses gratitude to Rich for helping Katie. Rich claimed that all he wanted was to ease her burden. He hired the PR firm for this reason. Brooke gives him another thank you and gives him a gentle kiss. Will Luna's passing cause Forrester Creations to face a serious PR crisis? Luna was a young, unsophisticated intern at Forrester Creations when she first saw the soap opera. She became interested in RJ right away. Her mother, however, opposed her involvement with the Forresters. However, the Forresters ought to have received the warning. By committing several crimes and cardinal sins, Luna transformed from a good girl to a bad one. Finding out who her biological father was and getting into Will's bed were her obsessions. She has since made a bold escape from jail. The government and the majority of Los Angeles participated in a big search that resulted from this. Before Luna went out in front of a car, she believed she had secured her freedom. Everyone is now accepting Luna's numerous sins and the loss of her child. The Forresters are shocked by how absurd things have become as the news breaks. Carter mentioned that Luna had previously worked for their company. It's not good that everyone is talking about Luna. They are not discussing her amazing sense of style, particularly her black and green leather suit. They are discussing how she transformed overnight from an FC intern to a heartless murderer. At Forrester Creations there was an urgent meeting. Robin, the expert in crisis management, was consulted by Ridge, Brooke, Eric and Donna. This implies that there is little chance that these stories will end anytime soon. People are always discussing Luna, particularly in relation to her involvement with Forrester Creations and some of the guys who have worked there. They might suffer the consequences of this. Following Carter and Hope's coup attempt, Forrester Creations had to restore its reputation. They now have to cope with Luna, who continues to harass them from the afterlife. Dylan's admission: Elektra's world collapses once more? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Dylan returns during this week. In a promotional video, the instructor appears to Forrester Creations to confess to Elektra Forrester. What precisely is this confession and why does Elektra care? Let's discuss the options as you continue to read. Let's begin by discussing the passing of Luna Nozawa. Thanks to Luna, Will Spencer and Elektra went through a lot. Even though the girl is deceased, there are conflicting feelings because the baby is also dead. Many people are relieved by Luna's passing, but Will is in mourning. The young man is grieving for the baby he lost, not Luna. The kid was still Will's, even if Bill Spencer and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, intended to adopt it and raise it as their own. It makes sense that he would experience some grief. He had only recently come to terms with the prospect of having the child in his life, after all. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Dylan will appear in the weekly preview clip. She was Hayes Forrester Finnegan's art instructor, if you can't recall. While tormenting Steffy Forrester Finnegan, the woman was also imprisoned in a closet. Dylan appears but not to see Steffy. Elektra's office is visited by the woman. Since she assisted Steffy and John Finnegan with Hayes, Elektra is obviously aware of her. The young boy was frequently dropped off at art class by Elektra. Dylan acknowledges that she must make a confession, nevertheless. Why would Elektra care about this confession and what is it? Will and Elektra believe that everything will be ideal now that Luna has passed away. Couples in soap operas, however, are constantly dealing with some sort of issue. I don't think Dylan's admission that she knew Miss Sunshine was Luna is sufficient. There's no cause to acknowledge Luna's death. All I can think of is that Luna was struck by Dylan's automobile. It's also possible that Dylan and Will have a past together. Given her youthful appearance, Dylan would be in the same age range as Will and Electra. Lately, a lot of younger people have been on the show. Given that all of the children have grown up, that seems sense. There must be more youth now that Luna is gone. But will Electra's world be destroyed by Dylan's confession? Watch this space to find out. The significance of Luna's resurrection for the future of the show. We must talk about why Luna Nozawa's return is still a possibility, according to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful. Since Luna's deadly departure is easily undone, let's explore the potential for an exciting new chapter in the story. Fans on social media are finding it difficult to understand that Luna is actually gone forever for a cause. They need to have shown Luna's lifeless body at the side of the road if they wanted people to accept her terrible destiny. Furthermore, why didn't they let Luna die after being shot at the beach house if this was the intended result for her? If Luna had died in the operation room, the conclusion would have been more powerful and definitive. Rather, Lee Finnegan told everyone that Luna had passed away off-screen while recuperating. It's not surprising that many are speculating about Luna's survival once more, given that this wasn't the case. When no one showed up and B&B has already participated in this game, what more can we do? According to Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, Luna was promptly killed by the car that hit her, but because none of us were present, how can we be positive? It's possible that the program is purposefully leaving open the prospect of a rewrite and Luna's unexpected comeback. If the jail doctor had a motive to mislead Deputy Chief Baker or failed to properly examine Luna, even her miscarriage might be rectified. In any event, by dismissing Luna in such a muted way, the CBS serial opera left a lot of drama unsolved. For the character, this was a really disappointing ending that really needs to be handled at some point. It's strange that the obvious possibility of Luna falling over the pier and disappearing into the water was avoided in the presentation. Luna might have been forced to her alleged death by one of the numerous people involved in the manhunt. In order to ruin Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's happily ever after, Luna might have returned later with a child. It may have come to light that Luna was influencing Will over the baby's death. With a few deft writing modifications, the show might still be able to expand the Spencer family and bring Luna back. The true question is whether they will actually carry it out, but if they run out of ideas and need new drama, they might. If you're depressed about Luna's leaving and all of her scheming, bear in mind that this might be a contributing factor in her off-screen departure. Luna will be missing for the time being, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, but we'll keep you updated if any information regarding her homecoming becomes available.